morning, Las Vegas. This is Audra Stevens, and you're live with Audra. This is a show that we're going to be putting on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. The reason why the show is coming on is because I kind of went through a little situation in my life where I thought to myself, you know what? I want to do something that's fun. I want to do something with the rest of my life that I could actually enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I love mortgages, I love lending, I love real estate, I love insurance, I love all that, and it's got me to where I am today. But I wanted to expand, and I wanted to not, just stay idle. So a friend of mine, Jason Frederico, who's also my financial advisor, said, Audra, I started doing something that, instead of worrying about where I'm going to get the business from, he said, I just started doing what I love. And once I started doing that, then I just started meeting all these new people, and, it just kind of came, the business just came. So I was like, you know what? I love that idea. So I'm going to do something that I love. And something that I love is talking on the microphone. And I love to talk. And I love to meet people. And I love to, go around and introduce people from the community to other people in the community. And I love that. So I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to try and do it. So literally 10 days later, here I am, okay? I went and saw my friend Nikki Marino, met his producer, and now I got my own show. So you guys may be wondering who this is, okay? This is my co-host, Mr. Coconut. And he's just chilling right now, but he'll be a little bit more interactive as we go along. So getting back to this thing, it's kind of been a goal of mine about 1.5 years in the making. I've kind of always thought, like, God, I would just love to do this, and how am I going to make this happen? And, what am I going to do to try and get this going? But yeah, and I've also even had comments already, no joke, Audra, don't quit your day job. Okay, so the good news is this, I'm not gonna quit my day job, okay? My day job, by the way, if anybody doesn't know, for the last 20 years, I have been a mortgage lender, okay? And over the last couple years, like 7-8 years ago, I acquired my insurance license, and just last year, I acquired my real estate license. With all of those 3 licenses now, I then created what's called Everything Home. And Everything Home is a place that you can come to. It's a free advice. It's a safe place, if you will, which is the show is going to be offering free advice, safe advice. Not safe as in like it's scary advice to get it, but safe as in you can write in, you can call in, you can email me, and you're going to get an answer on your question in the mortgage, insurance, or real estate industry. And you're gonna get an answer without feeling that you're getting solicited or that you maybe can't trust the person on the other end of the, answer. I feel that consumers don't have a place to go where they can actually ask a question and just get an honest answer. A lot of times they feel a little nervous to ask, or they're not sure who to ask. Or they're like, well, maybe I'll just ask my bank, but the bank won't answer a question because of liability. Or they're like, well, they'll ask their friend who's like a nurse, and then now all of a sudden a nurse is giving free mortgage advice. I just want to provide a place where people can call and get advice in areas, real estate, mortgage, and insurance, and just know that this is, going to be a good advice that you can take with you, and you won't have to feel obligated to use the person behind the answer as your real estate agent, mortgage lender, or insurance agent. And it's not just going to be me who's giving advice either, okay? So you're not just going to have to listen to me and I'm the end-all sale. I'm going to have people on here that are trusted people in the community that have been working in Vegas for many, many years, that can provide value, they can provide you advice, and they can provide you with, areas to go to. They're gonna bring value to you guys to just let you know what these guys they're gurus in Vegas. So I'm going to bring them on the show. I got a long list of people that I'm hoping to have on the show. So stick with us on that. We also, another passion of mine for the show is bringing people in the community together with people in the community. So I really want to match up people, because it's a proven fact that people do business with people that they connect with and that they trust. So I thought it was really important, again, this kind of goes back to like figuring out who to use, is introducing you to having some people on here, some guests on here that you might have a connection with, you know? You might like how business savvy they are. You might like the way they look. You might like the fact that you want a luxury home, so you want a luxury agent. You might want an agent that speaks Spanish. You might want an agent or a loan officer that is a man, or a loan officer that's a woman. So I want to bring all these people to you so that you don't have to be out there wondering like how to get them, you know, or where they even come from. Sometimes there might be a referral, which is always great. Referrals are great. You want to work with someone that someone's worked with them before. But if you watch the show on the regular and you watch these guests, then maybe you could, you know, pick your own. So that's really what I want to do. I want to kind of bring people, you know, to you so you can select. I'm going to be answering questions for you guys. I mean, I get crazy questions all the time, but the most common question that I get, and I can't even answer it, which is I'm looking for you guys to stump me on some of these questions too, because obviously I want to give the advice on them, but I love learning new things all the time. As far as like, I love being stumped in the mortgage industry. I definitely don't know everything, and I can learn from a lot of my mortgage peers, but I'd love for you to try and stump me too. So one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, how much do I need to make to get a home loan? And I gotta be honest with you guys, that is impossible to answer, okay? Because there's so many facets that go into qualifying for a home loan that I can't give you just a one-word answer. So that's why a loan officer is gonna take, you know, the time to ask you all these questions, and then you start getting asked those questions and you realize, whoa, I'm in an application right now. But the problem is that we can't tell you how much you have to make in order to get qualified for a home loan. But there are a couple questions that we can ask you, like, hey, what's your FICO score? You know, do you get paid hourly or salary? How much do you make an hour? We're gonna ask you questions like that, not even need to write them down on an application, and then we could give you an estimate. So you gotta stay tuned for that. If you have a question, we encourage you to please write, or you know, write in or write an email, and we've got a lot of really cool things coming up. If in the event, you know, we read your question live, you're gonna get like some stuff sent to you, a little water bottle, just some swag, some everything home swag. So we do have a really awesome guest that I want to tell you about, because on Thursday at 10 a.m. when the first show actually airs, it's just gonna be me, just me and Mr. Coconut. So it's just gonna be us. But the next coming Tuesday, we're gonna have a special guest star, Jeremy Lewis. He is the social media guy, like the guru, the one that, like, everybody in the real estate industry knows him, because he really has been doing this for about 5 years. So he's given us a lot of inspiration, myself included. All right, so without further ado, I'm just gonna pretty much end the pilot for right now. I'm gonna say goodbye, and thank you guys for all viewing, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.